Greetings and welcome to the Morning Curve, starring me, James Bradsher. So far today, I have found out that I have been exonerated. I have been under investigations by two states for approximately 20 years now, California and Washington State. I have just been found innocent in both cases, which means that my federal badges are once again valid. They were suspended during an investigation, you see. I am a federal agent. It's just I have been suspended during the investigation. So now the investigation's over, which means I am once again fully a federal agent. Hey, Harley Isom, how you doing? Matthew Oliver, good morning, buddy. James Madgery, Sergeant Madgery, what's up, homie? So I am once again fully a Secret Service officer. I am not on suspension due to investigation anymore. So they better hurry up and give me my goddamn paycheck because I'm sick and tired of this $943 a month bullshit. Which means now the military has to accept me as well because I'm innocent. You can kick my brother out for pedophilia, but you can't kick me out because I defend myself with my legal degree. Why? They don't have that power, do they? They have hardly any power. They're idiots. They're idiots with badges. They take bribes and stuff, and that makes them idiots with badges. The only federal agents that are not idiots with badges are the ones that do not take bribes. If you do not take bribes, you are not an idiot with a badge. However, if you take a bribe, you are an idiot with a badge. Here is my pipe. See my beautiful pipe? See my beautiful pipe? Isn't it a nice pipe? It's a wonderful pipe. I'm going to smoke the pipe. Many of them left. Yes, many of them left. But who cares? Oh, what's this? No, not many good ones left, sadly. There are very few honest cops out there. And to those crooked cops, my name is Henri Too. I am notorious for killing corrupt cops. I'm a federal assassin. I've recently retired. However, I hate corrupt cops, and I usually kill them wherever I find them. So keep that in mind if you're a corrupt cop. I'm in California, which means Henri Too could be after you. Watch your six. Matthew, okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like him to come back too, but I can't talk about him. I kill them however I have to. Guns, knives, bare hands, cars, explosives. However I need to. I took off a whole sheriff station up in Washington State. That's how I got the name Henri We Too. I was protecting a young child who, because of a drug deal gone wrong, was in danger. I had the child under protective custody. Well, corrupt cops found out about where I had the child hid and tried to get to the child. So I had to go protect the child. I ended up setting the house on fire, which got the firemen called. Every cop that came in, I killed until finally they stopped coming in. At which point, the firemen came in. I knocked out one of the firemen, put on his uniform, and walked out, carrying the fireman with the child beside me. Put the fireman on a respirator and just walked off. Yeah, whatever it takes to get the job done. I walked out dressed as a fireman. They didn't even question me. Child at my side, knocked out fireman over my shoulder, thud, and just walked away. No, I knocked him out with a fucking fire extinguisher. Bing! I was using the extinguisher to keep the flames away from me while I did something, keeping the kids safe in the back room. But when the fireman came, I knocked the fireman out with the can. Bing! Took off his uniform, put it on me, threw him over my shoulder, and walked out. Nobody questioned us. And come to find out, it was every sheriff's officer in that precinct that got killed. The only people that survived were the clerks and the what do you call them, correctional officers, because they were still at the sheriff's station. How many people we got in the room today? We have 5 people in the room today. 5 measly people. Come on. There. Now we got 4 people. 4 measly people. But yeah, after that episode and the fact that I hang around with teenagers, people started calling me Henri We Too. That not really calling me, they just asked me like, "What are you? Some kind of Henri We Too?" So I just accepted the name. Hey, Jakey. Last night we had over 45. Yeah, last night we had over 45 people in the room. It was nice. Of course, some of them were being rude. I hate trolls. I'll keep them talking till daylight and turn them into stone. Yeah, you're my true follower, Sergeant Marjorie. We don't talk about Willie. I do not talk about Willie on my live. Sorry. That is one subject I do not talk about. All I can say is that Willie is fine. Matthew Oliver. Mo Liver, you need rank in the army? Let's see here. James Badgery is a sergeant, so let's see here. I'll make you Private First Class Matthew Oliver. You can lead the new recruits while Mr. Badgery trains them. Good boy, Jakey X. Thank you for taking that and not running with it. Thank you for accepting the fact that it's just no comment. A lot of people don't do that. They keep asking. Thank you. Makes my life easier. Takes up less time in the broadcast going over the same stuff. It's, don't forget, we got a Master Chief potato peeler, too. Now is the time of the show that everybody loves. Time to smoke a cigarette with the king. So, Sergeant Madry, did you call the Secret Service yesterday? Spark it up. That's right, Oliver. Eric Han Jr., there you are. There's Eric Han Jr. You see, California doesn't believe that it's occupied territory. My day's been good, Mr. Han. My day's been good, Eric. Yes, they said to listen to you, huh? Good. Okay, Mr. Private First Class Oliver, you call the California FBI. Try to get their attention. Tell them that there is an FBI agent in the field undercover who is being held for ransom. Tell them to investigate James Monroe Bradsher's tax returns to find out full information on the company. Yeah, I'm in charge. I'm the king. It's good to be a king. Humper die, humper die, humper die. Okay, Mr. Oliver. Thank you. Love that movie. I know, right? My dad always says that. He says it's good to be the king, humper die, humper die, humper die. So I'm adopting it. It's good to be the king. History of the world. That's right. History of the world. Man, America's history is all fucked up. Did you know if you take the history that America has taught us and go to any other country, you're going to look like an idiot because they have a completely different history, and their history dates back farther than our history. No, it's a cigarette. See the yellow? It's a cigarette. I don't really smoke joints. I smoke balls. I know our history is only like 300 years old. 300 years of history, American history. And we think we know everything about the world in that 300 years. Okay, America thinks they're big and bad. We are a world power, yes. But America does not recognize war as the rest of the community of the planet does. They've been around for thousands of years. And because of that, they understand what economic and political warfare is. I couldn't get away with this with Egypt. I couldn't come into Egypt and pay off their deficit and take over. You know why? Because they're set. They've been around for thousands of years. They got stuff settled. It's all done. They know what economic warfare is. I can't come in and buy their country up. Yeah, in the movie. Okay, in the movie. Yeah, overseas they have outhouses older than our history, right? Right? Cesspits that have been there longer than America. It's like shit. Sergeant Madry. Sergeant Madry, it is hereby your duty to call any and all news broadcast companies that you can get a hold of and inform them that James Monroe Bradsher has paid off the United States deficit. They can corroborate by calling Ethiopia. Thank you. Thank you, Sergeant Madry. And now for a message from our sponsors. Today's broadcast brought to you by Pepsi Cola Pepsi products, sold in stores near you. The cool, crisp taste of Pepsi Cola. Just what you need in a cool, clear spring morning. Thank you, Mr. Madry. All right, Mr. Oliver. Thank you, Mr. Oliver. That means nobody can run to Canada now because I own Canada. So if I say everybody has to get out of America, I mean North America. That means I took over Mexico too. My cartel took over Mexico. De la, Cartel de los Muertos. I know. I'm just starting. I'm just starting. If I can get into the presidency, I can help so many more people. I can help so many more people if I can get into the presidency. got my vote. All right. For the first time ever, we will have a foreign king as president. We can get away with this because the foreign king is a born American citizen. I was born in America. I was raised American. I ceded my independence. I'm still an American citizen. So I can run for president. You will have a foreign king as your president. King 2020, that's right. Yeah, we need to build up our army. Right now, it's got to work for free. I'm sorry, but I will save up your paycheck. And when I get my money, you will receive your paycheck. Soldiers need paid. You're welcome, Mr. Managery. You are welcome. Oh no, I'm out of marijuana and I gotta load another bowl. See my marijuana? See my marijuana? See it? See it? See it? See it? See it? See it? I'm in love with marijuana. Makes me feel just like an iguana. You know, I love you, like, you know. In the morning, I'm always looking for 84 people and counting. All right, Mr. Oliver. All right, Mr. Oliver. Soon we'll have a platoon. Then we can walk on. How many of these people are in California? I need a lot of people in California because we need to march on the state capitol. We'll be a peaceful army. We'll protest. We'll come up and we'll write signs that say the governor's a piece of shit. That's right. We'll work together, Mr. Madry. All right, that's 24 in Connecticut. All right. Now you can honestly state that Connecticut is a occupied territory. There are Procrustean forces in Connecticut. Exactly. They can't hide that way. Massachusetts. All right. Massachusetts is occupied territory. I like that. Massachusetts has Ilvermorny. If we own Massachusetts, we got Ilvermorny. Yes, we are close. We are close. But we need more. We need more. So remember, call the news. I'm counting on both of you, Sergeant Madry and Private First Class Oliver. Call as many news companies as you can get a hold of. Newspapers, news broadcast stations, all through America, Canada, Mexico, England, UK. Call as many of them as you can and report that the deficit has been paid. Procrastination goes on rampage as he pays off Allied forces deficit because I paid off Canada, Greece, Germany, Italy, France, Spain, the UK, Mexico. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear, you guys. That's what I like to hear out of my soldiers. Yes, sir. Okay. So we'll get this done. I should be seeing this on the news soon. I've been trying to leak it, but with just one person saying it, they might not listen. With multiple people calling in, they'll investigate. So get your army of people to do it too. The more people report this stuff, the more likely they're going to take it as serious. In the meantime, keep a lookout on HBO for the B747865 show. I'm going to be trying to get my own show on HBO, the B747865 show. So it's just going to be CIA surveillance placed on TV. So you will see exactly what our surveillance team sees, as in a screen with a bunch of boxes in it that we're paying attention to different people. So my screen will be the biggest because I'm the star. But keep your eye out for that. I know, right? That would be awesome. The description is CIA surveillance of a subject. Actually, I think they've had it as suspect. CIA surveillance of a suspect. I'm not a suspect. I'm a subject. I'm an undercover federal officer. I'm the subject of the investigation, not the suspect. The suspects are all the other people. So keep your eye open on HBO, maybe even Cinemax. If I can't get HBO, I'll try Cinemax. Because it's supposed to be, I want this to be a sexually explicit show. We show the suspects having sex. You should see the sex they have. Woo, there's lots of quarantine sex going on. I know Matthew Oliver. I know who you are. I figured that out. Thank you, though. James Madry, you're hilarious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, an army's only going to win if it's got high morale. Morale is half the battle. If your troops are dejected, you are not going to win this battle. You need to keep morale high. So we need to keep laughing. Uh-oh. 29 minutes and 50 seconds. It is now time for me to say my goodbye. So, Sergeant, Private First Class, you have your orders. Prepare to carry them out. As soon as this broadcast is over, I expect you both to carry out your orders. Now, as my brother Night Owl _74 says, spread the love, not the hate. Too much hate in the world. Okay, Matthew. Do or die, no time to try. Talk to you later. Okay, get on it. Okay, Oliver. Check you later. Like Jesus says, love thy neighbor as if he was your brother. Now, in this time of war, It's hard to do, but this is not a war against the American public. This is a war against the American government. I am not going to go out and shoot every little person I see. What I am going to do is threaten, coerce, and cajole the government until they release their stranglehold on the citizens. I am fighting the tyranny of the American government, and I'm doing it almost alone. So love thy neighbor, because you never know. Thy neighbor might be a Procrustean soldier. And if he is, we're doing our best to protect you. So show the respect. You see old Dixie flying? Place your hand over your heart. It's still an American flag. That flag stands for American citizens. So you still place your hand over your heart when old Dixie flies. And that leads to my message. Can one man make a difference? Can one man affect so many lives that he can change the world? That's what I'm trying to do. Can one man affect the world? So join me as I try to affect the world on a daily basis. I'll see you later on the Evening Curve at 7 o'clock with James Bradsher.